Welcome back to another video. In today's video we will discuss about top open world games you ever played. Without any late, let's get started. Number 5. The Elder Scrolls V Skyrim. With the very own talking about the upcoming 6th iteration of the Elder Scrolls franchise, people tend to forget that the lore of these games has been over 30 years in the making, turning them into one of the oldest franchises that have been constantly working on their world building. And that, of course, means two things: lots of lore to read and great background design quality. But it is in Skyrim where Tubatal War 1 Ordwerb shines brighter, with a lot of side stories to explore, especially the living and breathing ecosystem that Bethesda has managed to create surrounding the main story. Just thinking about the fate of the Dwemer, how they are related with the legendary snow elves, and at the same time, with the Farmer, you have a great example of a story finally crafted for over 3 decades. Then you have a Kadash and the rest of the Aedra, never more present in Tamriel than when the Alduin crisis imploded. But there's not only grand sagas to uncover in the game, but many tiny little secrets that give meaning to an ever-changing world, from a naughty Argonian maid to the origin of Sheogorath, one of the most mysterious and beloved beings in the Elder Scrolls universe. Every little tale matters. Number 4. Horizon Zero Dawn. Horizon Zero Dawn is not a story about Aloy, nor about any of the characters currently living on Earth. It is a story about how making ruined the world, and how human culture persisted beyond its well-earned extinction. An incredibly well-developed world building that doesn't unravel until the very exact moment when all pieces fall into place, and you end up there, standing, in the horrifying realization that all was for nothing. Humanity may have persisted, but so did its greed, low moral standards, aggressivity, and hubris of believing itself in control of its own fate. Aloy's tale is a wake-up call, everyone not realizing that there's no planet B. But players might not be ready for this discussion. In the meantime, the world building is all that's good in games like this one, and even if you go beyond the cautionary tale, there are hundreds of small stories of survival. Some are a spark of hope, others, tremendously heartbreaking, but all of them are worthy of being known. Number 3. No Man's Sky. No Man's Sky wasn't always as good as it is today, and ever since the hype balloon blast from the initial release to the latest update, it has been 8 years of long development and persistent quality of life improvements that have made it the greatest space exploration game ever made. But it is not just its hundreds of thousands of procedurally generated worlds, side missions, and activities that give life to a vast universe. It is its world building, well hidden, tucked away in dark deep corners of forgotten planets and ruins. No Man's Sky is an underlying story to tell. How did the space explorer Avatar reach there in the first place? Why do they hear the call of the ancient civilization ruins? Thinking about how players are practically stranded in unknown space, with several alien races to meet and languages to learn bit by bit, making themselves known while trying to break through the cultural barriers. This game's world building is so deeply intertwined with gameplay that it might be taken for granted. As things are right now, the game will keep growing more and more until it reaches near perfection, and its world building will grow alongside it, proving its worth time and time again. Number 2. Borderlands. To be it by its zany humor, or its incredibly rewarding loot system, Borderlands to mark the before and after in the looter-shooter genre, redefining it, and setting the standard for other similar games to follow. But, above all else, it brought to the table something even more cool: incredible lore that could balance out humor with seriousness and deep world building as never seen before.
Number 1. Fallout 4. Bethesda nailed the world building for Fallout 4 like they did in no other game in the franchise, and that's perfectly fine. From the incredibly well-written initial setting, to the complex and deep main character background design, to the faction system that is just pure gold, Fallout 4 has it all and more. It is a game that has gone through several revisions and had to receive the love of the modding community like no other Fallout game did. But despite all that, it is a great game in its lore and storytelling. It is neatly polished and solid, and every character you encounter in the Commonwealth surrounding Vault 111 is definitely worth meeting and talking to. With the latest reveal of Fallout London, a mod that has been years in the making, players have yet another chance to rediscover this game. So you better hurry up and test it out. You don't want all that extra effort from the mods to go to waste.